Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is one of those days where I just need to clean everything and it's driving me insane. I have more books than bookshelves, so I decided it is time to do another major declutter of books. Just because I'm gonna go insane. And yeah, that's about it. If you're new here, my name is Megan. Thank you for joining me. I do videos, books, vlogs, fashion, and now declutter, go through my physical TBR. There's probably going to be at least 4 videos of this, so bear with me. And my hair is an absolute mess. That's why I put on my sweater too. I don't know. So let's jump into it. First of all, as you can see in the video, that is crazy bookshelves behind me, and they're like perfect bookshelves when we moved in here. And now they've just gotten a little bit out of control. So I've gone from buying random books at the thrift store to now buying books that I want to read, books that look interesting. And with the end of the year coming up, I need to finish a lot of these books. But yes, don't get me wrong, I do have a book or two in mind that I know I want to get that by the end of the year. Just because I've read the first book and the second book's coming out in like 2 months, okay? So let's just kind of, sorry guys, my hair is like terrible. Just work with me, okay? Books I got, books that I'm gonna read, books that I'm not gonna read, stuff like that. So the first book is going to be a book that I'm definitely not going to get rid of. Whether I read it, I probably will read it, but because it's a Disney book, I'm going to keep it. That's Maleficent by Disney. So this is just a book about the movie, basically. So I'm going to do a keep pile, get rid of pile. So my keep pile, I'm going to go behind me. Because the third book came out, I believe, last year, and I just acquired all 3 books in hardcover. I was super excited to find this. You have no idea how excited I was to find hardcover, because I got rid of my other ones a while ago. And I want to do a reread of these, and I'm definitely going to do a reread of The Hunger Games once I get the new book also. So this is going to be keep. But it might be a while before I do a reread, so I think I'm gonna like put it on like the top shelf. That is bright, holy my. Let me see if I can fix that. Ooh, 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 that's not right. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know if that's better or worse. Actually, that's better. I have not used this in a while. And it's because I'm actually using my phone because my tripod broke and I'm trying to find a replacement for the top part of my tripod. So, yeah. Another book series that I really want to read, so I think I'm going to keep this, is a Divergent series by Veronica Ross. So this is like similar to Hunger Games. Hunger Games. And I haven't read it yet, and I do want to read it. So this, again, will kind of be like a read-in later, I guess, if you want to say. This book, Cursed by R.L. Stine, this is, I believe, a collection of, yeah. This is a collection of 3 3 books, I think. It looked, wait, 1, yeah, 2, yeah, 3 or 4 books. The Fear Street Saga by R.L. Stine. And then there's also this one, which is a collection of his books also. I read this one for some reason. I can't really remember it. I think it's mostly because it was like different stories and I didn't really pay attention the first time. So this is Cursed and this is Betrayal. I would like to read these between this month and next month just because spooky season. So I'm going to keep these, but I'm going to put them kind of like closer so I can see them kind of thing. So this is a book that I randomly bought. It's a retelling. I'm probably not going to pick it up or read it ever, so I'm just going to part ways with it. This is Red Riding Hood by Blakely Cartwright Johnson. Beautiful, beautiful book, but I'm just probably not going to read it. So I'm going to put it off to the side here. I read and have had, I think, possibly the Twilight series. Oh no, I do have the Twilight series. Read them all except for the last book actually, and I would like to do a reread of the Twilight series. This book, The Chemist, I read The Host and by her, and I didn't really care for it. So I'm kind of, I think I'm going to put this book on the back burner. I'm going to start it, and if I don't like it, then I will just give it away because I have not read The Chemist yet. So I would potentially still like to read this book. Okay? Cut me some slack. I know you guys are all laughing at me right now. Comic book, Goosebumps. Love Goosebumps. I have like the original books, but it's like comic book styles, so I'm just gonna I completely forgot I had this. This is like a journal thing. No. So this could potentially be good books, but I'm gonna be really honest. I believe there's like middle. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get around to them, so I'm just gonna give them away. That's Inkheart and Inkspell by Cornelia Funk. I think I said that right. There's a movie of this too, and I don't think I'm gonna get to these books. Honestly, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Read this book, loved it, won't read it again. This is A Help by Catherine Stockett. I loved this book when I read it. I believe I gave this book like 5 out of 5, which surprised me because I didn't think I would like it. So that's that. I saw the movie, but I haven't read the book yet, and I was gifted this pack, Wonder by R.J. Palico. I believe this is like a journal. Yeah. Oh no, this is more like, this is just like quotes. And this is like the actual book, which I really would like to read. Personally, I would really like to read this book. Again, probably put on the back burner. Just because, like I said, there's so many books that I want to read and it's just not going to happen for me, and I can see that. Absolutely loved this book. Am I going to read it again? No. So I will definitely get rid of that book. I've had this book for so long, and I don't know, I just have no interest to pick it up. Amy Poehler, Yes Please. There's like so many copies of this book at the thrift store that if I ever do want to decide to read it, I can pick it up again, or I could even probably go to the library and grab it. I don't even know. So no for that one. These books, again, it's really hard. Yeah. I got these books again, and I thought I was gonna read them, but again, this is like, yeah, ages 10 and up. I really don't have interest in rereading these books, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to them. That is The Golden Compass, Amber Spyglass, and The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. I read these books when I was younger. I loved them. I don't see a reread happening anytime soon. I know I really want to read these books because I follow her on Instagram and I love her. And I'm just going to read these books because I'm just going to do like a vlog or something and read these books because they're super simple. Rachel Hollis. These books, yes, I'm going to keep and I'm going to read. This was a popular book on Book Talk. And I got it because, like I said, I saw it at the thrift store and I was excited, and now I'm just kind of like, no, I don't want to read it. We Begin at the End by Chris Whittaker. That is going to go. My pile is actually getting pretty, which is pretty good. This book, I actually really like it and I still want to keep it, by Tyler Oakley, Binge. I was gifted this book by someone. And it's just one of those, I really want to read it. And I know, I will read it, okay? I'm trying to, like, excuse me. This is a very good thriller book. This actually kind of reminds me of The Guest List by Lucy Hale. If you're on the list, someone wants you dead. And I feel like I am going to read this. But again, I think I'm going to put this, like, start like a pile of books that I want to read that are like thrillers and mystery books. I know that I'll get to right away in a sense. So I'll do that. I've heard so many good things about this book. So many good things. And I know I want to read it. I'm going to keep it. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This book I got, I believe it was like $5 or something. Never heard of it. This kind of gives me like Milan vibes, but I just don't think I'm going to read it. It was like one of those surprise, have a date with a book kind of thing, and the cover is beautiful. I just have no interest in reading this. So I'm just going to be honest with myself. Okay, this I believe, I've heard so many good things about these books, and I don't have the other 3 books because I found this at the thrift store. But I don't know. Is this the first book? I'm not even sure. This is The Reaper at the Gates by Sabat Ter, an Ember in the Ashes novel. Okay, so this is like a war novel-ish. Could be like Hunger Games. I don't really know. I'm feeling like I gotta look more into this book because I'm not really sure about this one, honestly. I think it's gonna be a no, and I'm just gonna say forget it, and yeah. This book I'm getting rid of. 1, it's a beast, and 2, this is just a beast. Like, honestly, this is like 1,000 pages, guys. I can't. I don't think I have the attention span for this book. As much as I love Stephen King, this is Under the Dome. This kind of reminds me of like a TV show called From, in a way, but 1,000 pages? I can't, no. That one is going. This one I'm going to keep because it's a graphic novel and it's Twilight. This is two more of the books by Gillian Flynn, Sharp Objects and Dark Places, which again, I've heard good things about. So, those ones I'm going to keep. Okay, now these ones are kind of iffy. I have in a way. It's hard. So I did start a read and vlog series for the Pretty Little Liars books, and I read the first 4 books, and now I have like the rest of these books. And I don't know, I'm not loving the books because they're so different from the TV show. So maybe I'll read one more and I'll give it a chance and I'll see. If not, I'm just gonna DNF the rest of the series just because I don't think I'm feeling the books like I was the TV show. And my original plan was to read all the books and compare it with the TV show, and I don't think it's gonna happen just because I'm not feeling these books. It's just, these are like 14 plus probably, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm really not feeling these books. And I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have like 7 or 8 because I don't own 2 of the books. This is like, yeah. So this is going to be a maybe. How did I acquire a maybe pile? This was a get rid of and not get rid of pile, okay? Oh, dear Lord. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, let's do some books that I know that... This book. I loved it so much. Loved every bit of it. I'm never going to reread it. So it's definitely going. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Now, I read her other book, Daisy Darker, and oh my gosh, obsessed. And I also got her new book, Good Bad Girl, so I can't wait to read that. But I'm definitely not going to do a reread on this book. Maybe because I'm not like a winter fan, winter scenery fan, stuff like that. And it's not going to happen. As well as, oh gosh, let me find it, guys. Let me find it. Hold that thought. Yikes. And I just saw it too. Somewhere. Anywhere. Oh, here it is. One by One, Ruth Ware. Again, love the book. Not a huge fan because it's like winter theme. But I will probably actually give these 2 books to my friend because she's in like her thriller book era right now, so I probably will save these for her at the moment. I love this book, and I think I'm going to do a reread of it in the summertime. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. 100% loved. Like, I just loved. But that'll go like in the back. This is going to go to my friend. I loved it, but it wasn't like my favorite again. In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I have 2 more of her books that I have to read. I'm in 10. Loved it. Another thriller book that I love so much, but I'll give it to my friend to read. I kind of want to do a reread of this book, but I'll see. Wasn't a huge fan. Now, I heard so many good things about this author, and I kind of went crazy with all her books, and now I kind of regret it. Apples Never Fall by Leanne Mordery. And then this one I'm going to read because I know it's a movie, 9 Perfect Strangers by the same author. And I also got The Husband's Secret, I believe, and another one of her books. So these are hardcover, and I do want to read them